Hey friends, welcome to the Time for Living podcast, your ultimate guide to finding the time you need to crush your business dreams while still having time to live your one beautiful life. I'm your host, Lucy Clark, a devoted boy mum, dedicated business owner and time-finding expert. Say goodbye to the I'm too busy mindset that's holding you back from growing your online business. No more feeling overwhelmed or stuck in the same place year after year. Each week, we'll dive deep into strategies for being intentional with your precious time so you can hit those business goals while still making time for yourself and your family. If you're ready to create more time, get practical tips and prioritize the steps that will make the biggest impact on your business and life, then you're in the right spot. Pop in your earbuds, steal a quiet moment, and let's find time together. You cannot build a sustainable business on top of home chaos. And you also just can't organize your home and expect your business to magically grow. I tried both ways, and I'm telling you, neither works. Today, I'm sharing the two systems that literally changed everything for me as a mom entrepreneur. My business, my home life, my sanity, all of it. And if you're listening to this in the carpool line or folding laundry for the third time this week, or stealing a few minutes before your next meeting, stay with me. Because what we're talking about today is the difference between constantly feeling scattered and actually having your life work. And here's what I know about you. You're building something real, a side hustle, a full business, maybe you're just getting started, and you're doing it in the margins. 5 a.m. before the kids wake up. School hours, after 8 p.m. bedtime. Those random 30-minute pockets throughout your day. Maybe you've already grabbed the hidden time finder order at timeforliving.co/time finder. You've already done that work. You've discovered you actually have 30 minutes on Tuesday mornings, an hour on Thursday afternoons, and 45 minutes on Sunday evenings. That's step one, and it's huge. But here's the question nobody talks about. What do you actually do with that time once you find it? Because finding time and organizing that time so your home runs smoothly and your business grows, those are two completely different things. Let me paint you a picture. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You find the time, you carve out that precious hour, you finally sit down at your computer, coffee in hand, ready to work on your business, and your brain immediately starts. Wait, did I text the other mom about carpool? What are we having for dinner? I need to order that birthday present. Is that permission slip due today? When did I last clean out the fridge? Did I reply to that email from school? Or maybe you do manage to focus, you get into the zone, you're making real progress, you're feeling productive for the first time in weeks. Then you look up an hour later and realize there's a load of laundry that's been sitting in the washer for 3 days and probably doesn't smell too good right now. There's nothing for lunch tomorrow, you have no idea what's actually happening in your home this week, and now you feel guilty about the hour you just spent on your business. You know what I'm talking about? Here's what I've learned the hard way after trying everything from color-coded planners to productivity apps to morning routines I could never stick to. Your brain will not let you fully focus on business growth when you're running a mental list of 47 things that need to happen at home. It just won't. No matter how much you try to push through, no matter how disciplined you think you should be, your brain knows what's falling through the cracks and it won't stop reminding you. And here's the other side. You can't just focus on getting your home perfectly organized and expect your business to grow, because your business needs systems too. Structure, a plan for how it's going to move forward in those fragmented pockets of time. Most advice out there makes you choose. Be a good mom with an organized home, or be a successful entrepreneur with a growing business. But you don't want to pick, and you shouldn't have to pick. You need both, and you need them to work together. That's exactly why I built 2 systems, not one. So here's what's happening today. I'm going to walk you through the Home Hub system and the Business Hub system at a high level. What are they? Why you specifically need them as a mom entrepreneur, and how they work together to create actual integration in your life. And then at the end, I'm telling you about the live workshop I'm teaching on January 27th, where you can build both systems for your exact life in 60 minutes. But first, let me break down what these systems actually do. The first one is the Home Hub system. But let me start with what was happening before I had the Home Hub system. Tuesday mornings were my sacred work time. 2 full hours while my son was at school. I'd drop him off, drive home, walk in the door, sit at my computer, and immediately my brain was saying, "What's for dinner? Wait, what time is hockey tonight? Did I confirm that playdate swap? When's the dentist appointment? Do we have milk? Is that load of laundry still in the washer? I spent 30 minutes of my 2-hour block just trying to remember everything I needed to remember. Scrolling through text, checking 3 different calendars, opening the fridge to see what we had, making a mental grocery list I'd immediately forget. By the time I actually focused on work, I'd maybe get 45 minutes before I had to stop and figure out what was happening next in my day. And I kept thinking, why can't I just focus? What's wrong with me? Nothing was wrong with me, I just didn't have a system. The Home Hub system is your central command center for everything that keeps your home running. And I'm not talking about a Pinterest perfect home management binder you'll make once and never look at again. I'm talking about a living system that captures all the mental load you're carrying right now. Meal planning, activity schedules, household tasks, family logistics. That random thing you're trying to remember at 11 p.m. And we put it in one place where you can actually see it and manage it. So now when I sit down on Tuesday morning, I know without thinking, without scrambling, without opening 6 different apps, exactly what's happening in my home today. Dinner's planned, activities are on the calendar, tasks are already assigned. The mental load isn't swirling in my head anymore. It's captured in my system, which means I can actually use my work time for work. The Home Hub has a few key components: your family calendar, meal planning system, household task rotation, activity schedule, and a few other pieces depending on what your life needs. But the goal is always the same: get the mental clutter out of your head and into a system you trust. Once you've cleared the mental clutter about your home and you've discovered some space in your calendar, maybe you found 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there, an hour on Tuesday. That's amazing, truly. But here's the question: how do you organize that time so your home runs smoothly and your business grows? What do you actually do with those 30 minutes? How do you make sure you're not spending half of it just figuring out what needs to happen next? The Business Hub shows you exactly what to do with that space. Let me show you how this works. Here's what used to happen when I had an hour to work. I'd sit down, open my laptop, and immediately start spinning. Okay, what should I work on? That email I've been meaning to write? A social media post? My website needs updating. I should probably reach out to that potential client. Or I should start planning that launch I've been thinking about for 3 months. 20 minutes later, I'd still be deciding. Or I'd jump between 3 different tasks and make 0 real progress on any of them. At the end of my work session, I'd feel busy but not productive. Like I was working hard, but my business wasn't actually moving forward. The Business Hub system is your central command center for how your business grows in the fragmented time. It's a complete time management system that tells you what you're working on this quarter, your big priorities, how those priorities break down into weekly mini goals, what you do in each work session based on how much time you have, how you track progress so you can actually see momentum building. Let me give you a real example. Last year, one of my biggest priorities was launching this podcast. That lived in my Business Hub. So every single week, I knew my mini goal. Maybe it was record 2 episodes, or create the lead magnet, or set up podcast hosting. Then when I sat down for my 45-minute work block on Tuesday morning, I didn't waste time deciding what to do. I looked at my Business Hub, saw exactly what I was working on that week, and jumped straight into execution. Some weeks, I had 3 45-minute blocks. Some weeks, I only had 3 15-minute blocks. It didn't matter. Because my Business Hub told me, here's what moves the needle this week. Here's what you do when you have 15 minutes. Here's what you do when you have an hour. The Business Hub lets you build a real business in stolen moments. Not someday when you have more time, not when the kids are older, right now in the time you actually have. And here's where this gets really powerful. These 2 systems don't work in isolation. They work together. Your Home Hub creates the foundation. It clears the mental space. It makes sure your home is running smoothly enough that you can actually focus when it's business time. Your Business Hub gives you the roadmap. It makes sure that when you do have business time, whether it's 15 minutes or 2 hours, you're using it strategically to move your business forward. Together, they create integration, not balance, integration. You're not trying to keep your home life and business life completely separate. You're not trying to be the perfect mum who never thinks about work, or a hustling entrepreneur who ignores her family. You're building a life where both things have their place, their time, and their systems. My son plays hockey. That means certain evenings every week I'm at the rink for an hour and a half. Before I had these systems, these were lost evenings. I couldn't work because I was at hockey. I couldn't plan dinner properly because we'd get home too late. Everything felt chaotic and reactive. Now, my Home Hub knows hockey nights exist. dinners planned accordingly, crock-pot meals on those nights, or leftovers, or something super simple that my kiddo can eat quickly. My business hub knows those evenings aren't work time, so my business priorities are scheduled around them. Or here's another example, school half days. Before, those would derail my entire week because I'd forget they were coming and wouldn't plan around them. Now my home hub flags them 2 weeks in advance. My business hub shifts my weekly priorities so I'm not trying to do deep work on days when I have 30 minutes instead of 2 hours. The systems work with my real life, not against it. So here's what I want to be really honest with you. You could try to piece this together yourself. Take a home management tip here, a business strategy there, and try to make it all work together. And maybe eventually you'd figure it out like me. But here's what I know from building these systems. When you're trying to figure this out on your own while also running a home and a business and raising kids, it takes so much longer than it needs to. I developed these systems over time, testing different approaches, figuring out what actually works for mom entrepreneurs who work in fragments, discarding what doesn't. I did try the color-coded planners. That was too rigid. Apps that were too complicated. Morning routines that assumed I had 2 uninterrupted hours at 5 a.m. Business strategies designed for people who work 9 to 5 with no kids at home. And I kept thinking, why doesn't anything work for my life? Then I realized, because I needed to build something specifically for mom entrepreneurs who work in pockets of time. Not copy someone else's system designed for a completely different life. Not force myself into a routine that doesn't match my reality. So that's what I created. The Home Hub and the Business Hub, designed from the ground up for women building businesses around family life, not despite of it. And now I want to show you exactly how to build them for your life. So here's what's happening. Like I said, I'm teaching the complete Home Hub and Business Hub system in a live workshop on January 27th. This isn't me just explaining what worked for me and sending you off to figure it out yourself. I'm walking you through how to build these systems for your life, your home, your business. We're doing it together step by step in real time. Here are the details. Date, Monday, January 27th. Where? Live online, join me from anywhere. What you'll get, the complete Home Hub template, the complete Business Hub framework, step-by-step instructions, troubleshooting for your specific situation, and the full recording if you can't make it live. By the end of the 60-minute workshop, you'll have both systems built, not next month, not eventually, on January 27th. You'll know exactly what's happening in your home for the next 2 weeks. You'll know exactly what you're working on in your business for the next quarter. You'll have the infrastructure to make both actually work together. And registration is open right now at timeforliving.co/workshop. Now here's the thing, I am capping this workshop because I want to be able to answer your specific questions and troubleshoot your unique situation. So when we hit capacity, registration closes. So if you've been feeling scattered, if you're tired of winging it, if you want systems that actually work for the life you have right now, this is for you. And here's what I want you to really hear. You've already done the hardest part. You've found the time. You're proven you're willing to show up for your business even when it's hard, even when it's in 15 or 30-minute fragments, even when you're exhausted. You don't need more time. You don't need more willpower. You don't need to somehow become a different person who's naturally more organized. You need time management systems that organize the time you already have. Systems that make your home run smoothly. Systems that make your business grow consistently. Systems that let you stop feeling scattered and start feeling focused. The Home Hub and the Business Hub method is how you do that. The workshop is January 27th. Registrations at timeforliving.co/workshop. Don't miss next week's episode where we share more details. Until then, keep showing up for those pockets of time. You're doing amazing work. And I'll see you on January 27th to build these systems together. Register at timeforliving.co/workshop. Thank you for spending time with me today. And remember, keep making time for living. Hey friends, thank you so much for tuning in to the Time for Living podcast today. If this episode inspired you to take action and save time, I'd be so grateful if you could leave a written review and subscribe over on Apple Podcasts. Your feedback means the world to me and helps us reach even more amazing people like you. If you know a friend who needs to hear this message, share this episode with them. And remember, your time is precious, so make every moment count. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep living, and keep making time for what matters most.